Stop shaking the camera, it's not an 80s porno!
Aliens, UFOs, everyone's obsessed. From TVs and movies absolutely filled with them. Or conspiracy theories online that claim that they're already in control. But if these aliens are everywhere, then where are they? I can't see them. But what if, instead of attacking Manhattan or London, like the movies would have you believe, they instead turn their attention to somewhere else, somewhere more desolate? Devon. What if aliens attacked Devon?
Devon, what seems to be the perfect suburban lifestyle, complete with luxurious countryside, great beaches, and a capital city brimming with life. It seems nothing could really go wrong here. But what if Devon was hiding something dark, something deep beneath the surface, waiting to be uncovered? Aliens. It's a clear fact to see that the world's obsessed with aliens. You only have to look at all the alien shows and films coming out in the media recently that really shows we do have a love for it. But I wanted to test this, so I asked 20 people in the Devon area at random if they believed alien life existed on Earth, with the possible answers of being yes, no, or unsure. With 12 yeses, 4 unsures, and 4 no's, it's clear to see that even in Devon, people really do love their aliens. But does this really hold any weight? Does this really prove that there could be aliens in Devon? No, of course not. So, to get a clearer understanding of what we're dealing with, I decided to interview a local teacher teaching at Exeter College. He claimed to have experienced seeing a UFO in the night sky on fireworks night. This intrigued me, so we met up and I asked some questions.
So, can you tell me about your experience with aliens?
I was looking out of my bedroom window, which my bedroom's in an attic, so it looks out over the Exmouth Estuary, or the River Estuary. I think it was fireworks night, that's why I was looking out. And I looked into the distance and I could see over Star Cross a light, which I thought was a firework or a helicopter or something like that. But it kept spinning and just stayed there, it didn't disappear. So I kind of looked at it for a while, it was quite late, it was about 11 o'clock. So I called my girlfriend over to have a look and we sat and watched it for an hour and it just stayed still, and then, so it was like that kind of classic UFO kind of spinning light, and then it just raised up into the distance, right. Just kept going up and disappeared completely. Normally I'm really sceptical, but I can't really explain it, so I mean, it's probably, I don't know what it could have been, like a balloon or something like that, but I can't explain it being anything else. That's why I thought it was really weird.
And you live in Devon? Well, obviously.
Yeah, I live in Exmouth, yeah.
Exmouth, okay.
Creepy stuff. But does Charlie's testimony hold any weight? It was bonfire night after all. Could it have just been some out-of-place firework? Some odd weather balloon, as he said? He called himself a skeptic, but maybe it's my turn to be skeptical. Charlie is a film studies teacher, meaning he very much often has to deal with sci-fi. Could it be possible that Charlie fabricated the whole story and based it off his own knowledge of pre-existing material from the movies? This is a very interesting point that I want to answer. Do people that have been exposed to UFOs and sci-fis through movies and TV have a different outlook than those who have not? To test this, I decided to interview Stan Wilks. Stan is a big film buff, who's obviously had experiences with sci-fi. In fact, Stan Wilks runs a YouTube channel which often focuses on the subject of Star Wars, Stan's favourite film franchise to date, which just so happens to be a sci-fi. I wanted to talk to him to get an idea of the kind of theories and ideas he had about aliens.
So, Stan, one of the things I was really interested about is, what do you think about aliens?
Aliens is a concept I am thoroughly engaged in. I believe as a human race we need to believe in something beyond ourselves. We don't really do much as a human race. Of course we try and, advance our technology and advance our understanding of the universe, life, and what it means to be human, but we don't take the time to appreciate that there is life beyond us.
Yeah.
And for me, there is a belief inside that we do need to think about what is out there. What does it represent, more importantly, and what can it mean for us as a human race?
I believe you have some theories.
I have some theories.
Yeah?
I have some theories.
Well, if you talk us through them, that'd be great.
Okay, so my theory is called the observant creature paradigm.
Mm-hmm.
If you want a close-up of this, please go
Yeah.
for it. But the whole idea is that it's a parasite alien, also known as a xenocarchi or xenocarci, depending on...
A xenocarchi.
Xenocarchi.
And you've come up with this?
I've come up with this, yes.
Yeah, okay.
So,
Okay.
But the key things to remember is there is an infiltrator. These are the tiny little xenocarchi who infest the planet. They're about 2.5 centimetres in length. Then you've also got the Grand Leader, which is about 900 metres in length. Tall podium, classic kind of villain tail. Is exactly what it will be. But they are affectionately known as parasite aliens, so when you see it on the diagram it will make sense. So the creature paradigm is essentially broken up into about 7 stages.
Right.
You've got the first stage, which is about the xenocarchi using extraplanetary transportation, also known as meteors for vessels. That's how they get down to Earth. They hide in meteors. It's undecided if they are the meteor, quite frankly. But that leads to stage 2, which is when the meteor hits the Earth and it opens. And the parasite alien, affectionately known, leaves the vessel, as you can see by the diagram.
As you can see, Stan had a lot of stages to cover. But his beliefs truly intrigued me. Despite any factual evidence, Stan was really convinced that his theory was right. I guess we found our answer to if sci-fi fiction can really affect someone's opinions.
It does.
And you believe this wholeheartedly?
I believe this wholeheartedly.
Do you have any evidence for this?
I don't have any evidence. Remember, this is a theory.
A theory?
You asked for my theories, you didn't ask for evidence. I can't give you evidence.
So
That's
no,
how I know this exists.
so no evidence at all?
I have no evidence at all. I have no evidence at all. Remember, this is maybe coming from a crazy man's head, but if I believe it, I believe it.
But I wasn't done. I'd interviewed Stan, a big film buff, obsessed with sci-fi. I'd interviewed Charlie, a film teacher, with great knowledge and probably love of the sci-fi genre. I needed someone who claimed they'd seen a UFO that was completely neutral. Someone who was hardly interested in sci-fi at all. And I found her. Leah James is a student at Exeter College, whose extracurricular activities include drama and dance. She claimed she'd experienced something out of the ordinary in Devon.
So first off, just tell me what you think about the possibility of alien life.
I mean, to be honest, I hadn't really thought about it before. I kind of just brushed it off really and just didn't believe anything like that could exist. But after this, I'm a little bit skeptical.
So tell me about your experience.
Well, I was running along these fields here not too long back, and my phone fell out of my pocket, so I went to go and pick it up. And I heard a really strange noise. I really can't describe it. It's just something that in a field like this you wouldn't expect to hear, not even from the distance. And then I looked up, and there was this weird green light in the sky. It kind of looked a little bit like the Northern Lights-ish, but it wasn't because it disappeared really quickly. But yeah, it kind of lit up the whole sky. It was very weird.
And what do you think about the possibility of aliens being here in Devon?
I mean, the greater scheme of things, probably not, considering how small it is and how populated it is. But then I guess there are a lot of areas, sort of like Dartmoor and all that, that's kind of no one lives there or anything, that we don't know what's there when we're not around.
Right, yeah, because a lot of people I've talked to while doing this documentary have talked about the fact that maybe Devon is the perfect place for aliens to, come into contact with the human race. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I wouldn't completely disagree.
But you would disagree to a certain extent?
Yeah, I guess it's just kind of because it's been a lot of people sort of play it down as being like such a silly idea, like aliens existing. So I guess it's kind of like that stigma behind it that kind of makes people brush it off. But I guess then once you've seen something happen, then it kind of changes things a little bit.
So, if you're walking back late at night or just tucking yourself in, remember, even here in Devon, home of Ambrosia Custard and Farms, you might look up to the sky, look up and see the truth.